welcome to AccuQuilt Live. No, I'm not Pam. I'm Erica Botker, AccuQuilt's corporate marketing specialist. Thanks so much for joining us today. We've let Ms. Pam go on vacation, although Christina, I don't know what we were thinking.
I know, it's not the same, I swear.
But don't worry, because Christina is here with me. She's gonna keep track of me. She's gonna tell me what to do. It's okay, it's gonna be great. So, Christina, where's everyone watching from today?
Oh gosh, we've got Judith from Arizona. Alice is watching from right here in Omaha.
Hello, Omaha.
We've got, oh gosh, people are from everywhere, I swear. Teresa's from Alabama.
Oh, good. Well,
love
hello,
seeing more
everybody. So, didn't you love those awesome projects?
Yes,
that
they
we
were so
saw during the
pretty.
video? I don't know if you all come early and watch the countdown video, but you really need to. There are some great projects that we've had submitted that we've been featuring. Let's take a look at a couple. Okay, so this owl quilt is so cute.
Oh,
it's by Dreama W.
It's so darling.
So darling. Love the purple. Love the purple. The owl is such a versatile die.
It is. You can make so many different animals with it, but I love it in its traditional sense too. It's so cute.
It's so cute. Okay, next up we have this beautiful Valentine's theme quilt from Susan S. I love this one. Oh my gosh, Christina, don't you love this one?
Yes, I feel like my eyes just bounce around everywhere. Like it's got so much movement and texture.
It's just great. Pam would love that one.
Oh yes.
She really would. Okay, finally we have one from Wendy W. Oh,
Oh wow.
I love aqua. Look, that is just eye-catching, isn't it though?
Oh, it's so stunning.
Oof. Oh, gorgeous. Well, we love it when you send in images of your completed projects to our Facebook page. Send yours in for a chance to be featured in our wonderful countdown video, and mark your calendar to come 10 minutes early so you can watch them all, because they're great.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm here today, so for the picture of the day, I get to share a picture of my grandchildren. So this is Ella, otherwise known as Eleanor Louise,
So cute.
John Robert, and Christopher Allen, and they're in their Easter clothes. Now, this is from Easter 2019 because Easter 2020 didn't look like regular Easter, did it?
Definitely not.
Yeah. So, and you'll see they've got little matching bows. So the question of the day, oh, and by the way, here's Christina in one of her favorite little Easter dresses when she was little. Did your mom make you that dress?
She didn't, but I know she had to hem it because I was a little taller or a little shorter than normal at that age, so she had to hike it up a little for me.
I made Ella's dress in that picture.
Oh.
It kind of didn't fit, but we kind of made her wear it anyway. Okay, so the question of the day, did you wear matching Easter outfits, or did you make your children wear matching Easter outfits? What about you?
You know, I'm the youngest by about a decade from my siblings, so by the time I was old enough to be in like cute little outfits like that, they were a little over it, so it was just me.
I totally dress my girls in matching outfits. They're 2 years apart. I totally did
love
that.
that.
They've reminded me of this many times. And I love it when Erin puts the boys in matching things because I'm like, see? Okay, so Pam said we had to have a very special promo for you today. So today for our AccuQuilt Live family, we have a special offer. Today until midnight Central Time, you save 25% off your order when you buy one Go Die using the code SHAPE25 at checkout. Now that's off your whole order, right, Christina?
Yep,
So
there's a
what
couple
a great deal. So think about the things that you could get, like a cube,
Cutting
We're gonna
mats.
use the 6-inch cube, cutting mats. You always need cutting mats. It's a great time to stock up on cutting mats.
There's a couple
Absolutely.
exclusions, but if you shop at AccuQuilt.com/live, it'll list those out. Super simple.
Perfect, perfect. See, I told you she was gonna tell me exactly what to do, and we were gonna be okay.
I'm here for you.
So today we're gonna give away our Go Spring Medley die to one of our lucky viewers for a chance to win this adorable die. It's so cute. And because we're doing the whole Easter thing today, right?
Yes.
So for a chance to win, you need to share this video on your personal Facebook page, and Miss Christina gets to announce the winner at the end of the show. Okay, so something to look forward to. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you how to make the blocks for this super cute table topper. Now this is called Go Hopping Bunnies. Be sure you download the free pattern at AccuQuilt.com before you get started. Don't just try to remember what I said or what it looks like, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is going to use our spring medley, because that's where our little hopping bunny is going to come from. But it's also going to use our cubes. We're going to use our 6-inch mix and match cube and the 6-inch companion set corners. So if you're not familiar with our cubes, I'm going to grab this one right here because I'm going to need, oh, I'm throwing things all over the place. If you're not familiar with our cubes, these are amazing. So with 25% off, this is the day to get cubes. So we're going to do Pam's trick, which is to pull out the little skinny folder first so you don't break a nail, because I did mine last night because I was coming here. Okay, so we're going to use shapes 1 and 2. Now that's the really cool thing about the cube system. All of the dies are numbered. We have cubes in 5 different sizes, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 12. I got them right, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay. There's 8 dies in every one. There are 8 different shapes that work together to make over 72 different quilt blocks. The difference is the size of those shapes. So let me explain that a little easier, and we're going to use shape number 1 to do that because I have to open it up anyway. Okay, so we open it up, and you can see it comes in its own little self-contained storage unit, which is fantastic because we all want to be organized in our sewing room. So shape number 1 in every cube is a square. And if you put 4 of shape number 1 together, you're going to get that size finished block. So if I sew together a 4-patch with this block, like I'm going to actually for this project, I'm going to get a 6-inch finished block. And everything in your cube is going to relate back to shape number 1. So I'm going to be using this one. I'm going to keep it out. The next one that I was going to use is going to be shape number 2. So this is our shape number 2, and it's got 4 little squares. If I was to sew together all 4 of these, it would equal the same size as shape number 1.
Yes.
So all of our dies in our cube are going to relate back to shape number 1 and making those 6-inch finished blocks. So those are the 2 dies I need from my mix and match for this project today. So I'm going to get those out. Get this out of the way here. I've got a lot of things on the set today, Christina.
I always say we need a bigger table somehow.
We do, and I need longer arms then too, I think. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way too. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so these are the 2 that we're going to need from that. Now, all of the die boards that we're using for today are going to be on 6-inch wide dies. And that means that we can use them in any of our cutters. We can use it in the Go Me, we can use it in the Go, we can use it in our Go Big Electric, we can use it in the studio with the right adapter. Now today, I'm using it in the Go Big because I'm going to show you a little trick later on, but we could use it in any of them. So we're going to start with making our pieced blocks. So we have 2 pieced blocks, and we're going to sew one of those together. They're both 4-patch blocks. We've got our big 4-patch, and we've got a little 4-patch. So to cut these out, we're going to do one of Pam's tricks, which is to take our fabric, which I have here somewhere, here it is, and put our right sides together. Why? Because we're going to sew them together, right sides together, and if I put them together this way, it's just easier, right? So we're going to put those on our mat. Now, to prep your die, and you've got cutting directions in your pattern. You want to take your ruler and measure a 1/4 inch over on either side, cut it with the fabric strip, there you go. And we can cut how many layers, Miss Christina?
6.
6. We're not going to cut 6 because I only need 2 of each, so that's all I'm going to cut. Now, the next thing you need is your mat. Like Christina said, you should probably order mats today because you're going to get a great deal.
Yes.
Because without the mat, as we all know, what happens?
Nothing. Not a darn thing.
Right. The whole team knows nothing. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, put that on, and get that sent through. And I don't have to catch it. It's going to sit there and wait for me. So, okay. As Pam would say, give it a little love because it is so staticky here in Nebraska. Whew. Okay, there we go. So I've got my 2 sets of squares that I need. I've got my right sides together. I can go straight to my sewing machine. And I sew with my shoes off at home like Pam, but I don't take them off on the set like she does. Okay. So I'm just going to put those together.
Oh, we've got a great question from Anne.
Oh, okay, Ann.
She says, can you do all of these things with different size cubes?
You absolutely can. You absolutely can, because those shapes are the same in every cube. Now, the difference is going to be, if you make a 4-patch with, say, a 12-inch cube, it's going to be 12 inches.
Yes, a lot bigger.
So one little bunny in the middle of that might look a little awkward. He might need to bring some friends.
yes,
But yes, absolutely.
Yes, any of our cube patterns, you can always translate them to different sizes. You'll just need to adjust your fabric.
Yes. Oh, good point. Yes, you will need more fabric. Okay, so when I make 4 patches, I always press to the dark side because I like to nest my seams. Well, that wasn't very good. Okay. I caught myself. You ever do that? Catch the edge of your fabric?
I feel like I always catch like little things like that too late, and then it's a mess.
The whole studio, everybody that sews in the studio just said, uh-huh. Okay, so I'm going to set my seam a little bit. I've got our little cute little shovel iron. Hey, we have shovel irons and we have wool mats on the site
We
too.
do. You can go add those to your cart now too.
I think they may be excluded, but they are on the site now, so you can order them.
Yes, they're the best little tools.
Oh, they are so great.
Ooh, we've got a question from Melissa.
Oh, good.
She says, what is your favorite cube to use?
Ooh, you know, that's kind of like asking you your favorite grandchild. Yeah. I will admit I probably use my 6 and my 8 the most.
Okay.
But I really like, I use them all. You know, you have different projects, different things going on. I like to use my 6-inch cube blocks and then use the 6-inch finished quarter square out of my 12-inch cube as alternate blocks. That gives you some really great design possibilities. It just really opens up your design possibilities. And I like mixing my cube blocks with bob blocks, and our bob blocks come in all different sizes. So,
They do.
so this is a good day to get more than one cube.
Yes.
If you've like only had the 8-inch cube, then you should get the 12-inch or the 6-inch or the 9-inch or, you know,
if you want
add to the family.
If you want something like that 6-inch, it's only $165 when it's 25% off.
Ooh, good day to do that. Okay, so I'm going to show you why I nested those. I sewed them together so I could nest them just like that. And what that means is, can you see them? They're going to lock in. That's going to give me that perfect point. So I love doing that. It just makes it so much better. Okay, I'm going to sew this together, and I want you to mark your calendars to join Miss Pam and I for March 16th. We're going to be doing another live event, and this one is in honor of National Quilting Month, and it's all about barn quilts and barn quilt blocks. So be sure to register for the event, because that's how you can win prizes, and we all like prizes, don't we, Christina?
Yes. It's the best part of those live events.
Perfect. Yes, so register for the event. It's going to be really fun. So you can register. There's a link in the comment section, or you could scan the QR code we had. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. And
Ooh, Alice wants to know, do you iron to the dark side or open seams
you
in
know,
most quilts?
with this one, it's big enough. I'm going to go ahead and press to the dark side because I really like locking my seams. And then I'm going to press this open. So this is called, people call this different things, but it's like twirling your center. I think that's what Eleanor calls it. Not Eleanor, my granddaughter, Eleanor Burns. I saw Eleanor, she was at our booth at Quilt Market one time, and she was signing her books, her cube books that she wrote, and I got her to sign one for my granddaughter because, you know, her name's Eleanor.
That's so cute.
She's, you know, almost 3. I'm sure she treasures it.
Thrilled.
But she will when she gets older. Okay, so there's my 4-patch, and there's my perfect little point that I got by locking my seams. I love that. Now, the other thing is, when we get to the next block, I'm going to change up my answer because I'm going to press these seams open.
Okay.
Okay, so
Awesome.
hang with us. Okay, so we're gonna get these out of the way, because again, I got a lot going on. And our next, oh, I did not cut this out. This is our little square. This is for our little 4-patch, and we've got one here. This is gonna go in the middle and be the center of our next, and you put it together just exactly the same. I still want to press those to the dark side because I want to be able to lock those in whenever I can to get that perfect seam. So what I want to do now is move on and use our shapes 11.1 and 12.1. These are the dies that create the bow tie shapes. Now, just like before, we're going to measure that 1/4 inch over the side. Let me get this out of the way. We'll take a look at them. Okay, here is the little one. This is a cute, cute little tiny little half square triangle.
So
it's
small.
actually a 3/4 inch finished half square triangle.
They're so tiny.
They're so tiny, but you know what? They sew together so well because just like our other dies, the dog ears are cut off and our 1/4 inch seam allowance is right there for us, and we're gonna be able to sew them beautifully. But these seams are gonna be ones that you are gonna want to press open.
Yes.
Because they're so tiny. Yeah. Otherwise, you're like all seam allowance.
I couldn't imagine cutting those by hand. I feel like I'd get too close to my finger and
So close.
I'd be so nervous.
Yeah, it would be ugly. It would be ugly. And you know what? I wouldn't do it. I love using these little tiny shapes, but I wouldn't cut them by hand.
No.
So if you haven't, don't be scared of the 6-inch cube. I love my 6-inch cube.
And that corner set's only $97 today.
Ooh,
So
that's
super on
good.
sale.
That's good. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to put the mat on this one, but here's the trick. We're going to cut the other shape at the same time because we can. Okay, so here is our other bow tie shape. We've got 4 on here. I fan folded my fabric because it doesn't care if I do that. As long as I don't go over the 6-layer law, we're good. And now we're going to have a die race because I'm using the Go Big. I can fit 2 6-inch wide dies through here at the same time.
That's
Isn't
my
that fun?
favorite trick. It's so fun.
It is so fun. So we're going to give them each their own mat. Why are we going to give them each their own mat? Because otherwise they're going to go through and they're going to shimmy. We might not get as good a cut. They might argue. And really, they're competing against each other. They want their own. So, and go.
Perfect. I love how speedy that is.
I know, isn't that great? Okay, here we go. You're going to be sewing this together in no time. This is really a quick project. I know they're little pieces, but don't let it scare you. Okay. Oh, I love these. Look how cute they are. Okay, here's my other pieces. Okay.
And Erica, which those shapes are from the companion set, right? The
This
corners?
is companion corners.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Because look, we got a corner. That's how I remember.
That makes sense.
Yep, that's how I remember.
I never remember the difference between the two, but that makes a lot of sense.
You know, if you were to make these like the traditional way without our dies, you'd be cutting a whole square. You'd be cutting a whole square.
And cut it in half,
Then you'd
right?
be cutting another square. Then you'd be lining it up. Then you'd be drawing a line, and then you'd be sewing, and then you'd have to cut off part of it and just throw it over your shoulder. So this way, we're cutting just exactly what we need. And I'm going to get a few of these sewn together for us so that you can see. You actually need 12 of these little blocks or units to sew our block. So I'm going to sew a few together for you. Okay. Christina, what are we hearing from people? Do we have other questions while I sew?
Carrie says that as you sent those dies racing through the Go, she said it's like the Go Olympics.
It is. I love that.
That's so cute. We're seeing a lot of folks that had matching dresses back in the day. Let's see. Diane said that she didn't make matching, but her husband made non-matching dresses for all 3 of her girls.
Her husband made them?
Yes.
I love that.
Me too.
Boys can sew, you know.
They can. Let's see. Sharon said she made reversible jumpers for her daughter and her when her daughter was in 3rd grade.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's so cute.
You know, we had friends and they have 2 daughters. I have 2 daughters, and they have 2 daughters also. They're the same ages. And when the girls were in high school, like 16 and 18 years old, they surprised their mom by wearing matching Easter outfits one year.
I love that.
I know.
I feel like 16-year-old me was a little too like angsty for that. I'd
I
have been
know,
like,
I
"It's
know,
not
but they
cool."
were so sweet. And
I love that.
you know what? Her name is Erica, so of course she's awesome.
Oh, there we go. That's perfect.
Okay.
Let's see. Joan said that all 3 of her girls had the same style, but mom was in a match or was in a different color.
Ooh,
So that's cute.
Well, that's kind of fun. Okay.
Laura said, "Oh yes, mom made matching dresses that she made for years."
So here's the question. Was she hemming them on your way out the door to church in the morning? Because I remember hearing friends tell about that.
Well, I feel like kids grow so fast that it could be the right length one week, and then 2 weeks later, it's too.
It's true.
It's too short,
It's
too
rough.
long.
I remember hemming the girls' stuff on the way out the door. My mom didn't sew, so my mom never fell into that trap. But I know friends of hers did.
Oh, there's a great question from Kimberly. She said she's just learning. What's the easiest quilt to do?
Ooh, very first quilt, I think the best die to use is our 6-inch tumbler.
I agree.
6-inch tumbler. And if you're just learning, I think the best cube to get is probably the 12-inch.
Okay.
Just because they're a little bit bigger shapes.
Sure, that makes total sense.
However, the 8-inch is really versatile, and that's what comes in the Ready, Set, Go.
Oh, yes.
And with the special, this would be a great opportunity to get started. If you don't have a system yet, oh my gosh,
Definitely.
that Ready, Set, Go is the best value. It's got your Go cutter, your 8-inch cube, 2.5-inch strip. Oh, that would be a great value.
Yeah, if you're looking for that, if you're looking to upgrade to that Go Big, that's only $450
You
today.
can have die races.
You can have die races.
It'll be great. You can have die races, entertain yourself, get your quilt cut. It's great. Okay, so see, I'm pressing these open because they're tiny. All right, have you used the 6-inch cube shapes?
I haven't. I've only done the 10-inch. I like big old
Oh, the
blocks.
10-inch is nice. There's like no math.
No, that's what I loved
You
about
can figure
it.
out the finished size of your project. I love that. You know, when I work with quilting, people are like, "Oh, you're so good at math." I'm awful at math. I'm awful at math. My family laughs every time they hear somebody say that. Okay, I'm going to get my water out of the way.
I always say I'm awful at math too. That's why I was an art student. I didn't need any math.
They should have taught math with fabric. I would have been a whiz.
There you go.
I only can do math when it involves fabric. Okay, so there are my 4 patches. Now to put this little guy together, I just want it to show up. We've got all of our cute little corner pieces. Look at these. Aren't they adorable?
Oh, there's a great question from Kathy.
Okay.
She says, "Can you use a bigger mat than the die?"
Eh,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. You're going to get that shimmy thing again.
Yeah, you can, if you need to cut something like a single shape on a die, you can use a smaller mat.
Yes.
But I wouldn't go bigger, just because it'll, like you said, it'll shift around, it'll flop
Yes,
around.
you're right. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that with the next thing I
Ooh,
cut, I
yes.
promise. So now that you can lay out your rows. Since I sewed my green and yellow together, I would go ahead, sew this row together. I'd sew my 2 pieces over here together, then sew them onto my 4 patch, sew my bottom row together, put it all together. And you only need 5 of these blocks for this tabletop, or it's going to go super quick.
So simple.
Okay, so here's the block I already made for that. Here's the bunny block. Now, of course, we don't have a bunny yet, so that's going to be our next step, right? We got to
Yes.
have a bunny. Okay, so that's how we put this block together, and it's going to line up just perfectly. I love that. And again, I press those open because we need to. Now, quilters, don't forget that all of our AccuQuilt live videos live on our Facebook page and on YouTube. So if you want to, you can watch them again and
Always.
again. Or if you forget something, if there's a project you want to make, go ahead, pull it up again. You can watch it anytime.
Yep, you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can do whatever you need.
Anything else on Easter outfits? I feel like a lot of people have matching Easter outfits.
Yeah, I'm seeing quite a few people said that their mom would make them matching Easter outfits, or I know someone said that she had 2 girls about 11 months apart, so they were basically like twins.
Oh, yeah.
So she'd dress them apart anyway.
Oh, how fun, how fun. Okay, we have a really cute picture of Morgan. Morgan is our social media, oh, wait, we're giving away, I thought we had a picture of Morgan, but we're giving away our spring medley die. We've got a picture of it up there, so
Yes.
I'll show you. So share today's video on your own Facebook page. That way Christina can announce your name at the end as a winner, because somebody's going to win this fun Easter die, because we're all about Easter today. We're planning ahead.
Yes.
We're planning ahead.
Which
Because it
is-
feels like spring. It's going to be like 62 degrees today.
Right. Somehow it's already so nice out.
Oh, there's our picture of Morgan. I almost missed it.
Oh, so
That's
cute.
Morgan and her mom. Mommy and me outfits. I
love
love
that.
that. Thank you for sharing that, Morgan. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so again, share on your Facebook page. You can win a die. Speaking of that die, we're going to cut with that in just a minute. I'm going to use a smaller mat. Don't forget we have a blog. A blog is a great place to find inspiration, tutorials, patterns, sewing tips, all kinds of great information. And I'm not just saying that because I write a bunch of the blog posts, but it really is a fun place to go. You're going to get tutorials from some of our go-getters and get to know them. They're like our influencers. Get to know some of the other members of the team behind our brand, joining the conversation. We need community right now, right, everybody? So join in.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, so bunnies. I promised you bunnies. So here's our bunny die. Now our bunny is what we would call a directional shape. Okay, he's down here, and he's running that way. So if I put my fabric on my bunny, right side up, he's going to run that way, which is how he is on my quilt.
So cute.
So if I want them all to go the same direction, like on our table topper, I'm going to want all my fabric to be right side up.
Okay.
If I wanted to reverse it, I'd have to put them all right side down.
Right.
And if I fan folded, they'd be staring at each other.
Which could be
So,
cute.
which could be cute. So it's going to work any way you do it. So you want to go ahead and fuse your fabric before you cut. Why? Because you can, and it's way easier. So fuse your fabric, lay it down on here. I'm going to lay it so I can cut an egg too. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it seems like there should be something coming up I can do with that. And then I am going to use a 6-inch mat, because somebody asked about using a bigger mat. Well, you really can't use a bigger mat, but you can use a smaller mat. So as long as your shape is covered with fabric and your mat, it's going to cut, right, Christina?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go over to the Go Big, because we can,
And because it's on sale.
and because it's on sale. Did you do the math?
It's $4.50.
$4.50?
That's it.
That's
It's
a great
$150
deal.
off.
Oh my
Such
gosh.
a good deal.
Oh my gosh, get it today, guys.
And that little spring medley is only $37. And that would be the die that you would add, because you have to have a Go die in your cart, and then you'll get the deal.
Oh, right.
So it'd be
you
perfect.
have to add a die. That would be a great one to add. And then you'll want to add a cube, because you should.
Yep.
And a strip die or two, because you should.
Yep.
And some mats, because you should.
And if you've added that cube, you're already at that $150 threshold, so we'll ship it to you free if you're in the contiguous United States.
Okay, it doesn't get any better than that. That's great. All right, let's take a look at our bunny. Hello, bunny. Okay, there's our bunny. Just that quick. Look at him. He's adorable. So, he's sitting up there. Whoop, whoop. Which way is he? I can't tell. There he is. Okay, so then to fuse him down on our pink square, we would just peel off the back of that fusible, and we'd be ready to put him in the middle of a 4-patch and embroider him down.
Perfect.
So think outside of the box when it comes to your bunnies too. You might want to use a different fabric. You might want to use cuddle. He'd be nice and soft and furry, or some flannel. But remember, if you're working with those heavier layers, we're saying one layer at a time. Those heavier fabrics,
Just to be safe. You
just
never
to
know
be
what
safe,
could happen.
Pre-fuse it one layer at a time. Now you've got lots of options when it comes to embroidering your little bunnies down on your project. If you have an embroidery machine, you can download our free embroidery file at AccuQuilt.com. There are 3 stitches to choose from. We've got a satin stitch, a motif stitch, and a blanket stitch. And the blanket stitch is what we used on our sample. They'd all work great. If you don't have an embroidery machine, don't worry. You can easily raw edge applique that, and that means you're just going to sew just inside the edge and make sure it's tacked down. You could fuse it down and just quilt over the top of it. That would work. Or you could use a decorative stitch on your machine. You could use just a zigzag or a blanket stitch on your machine. Any of those would work. So don't forget, join Miss Pam and I. We are going to be back on March 16th at 12 noon Central Time to talk about barn quilt squares. Be sure to register for the event because that's how you win prizes.
Yes.
The link is in the comments section. Okay, we have a special today because Pam said we had to, and of course we wanted to. So today for AccuQuilt Live family, we have a special offer. It's only available till midnight Central Time. You're gonna save 25% off your order when you buy a Go die. Use the code SHAPE25 at checkout. This is a great deal. So one die, at least one die.
Yep.
At least one die, because you probably want more. And then you could be saving 25%, like get your companion set.
Get your mats, get your companion sets,
Yes.
upgrade to a Go Big.
Oh, it's a great price on a Go Big. So that's our special today. See, Christina and I, we can get you into all kinds of trouble. Okay, we are often asked if our fabric cutting system is only for quilters. Well, it was developed by quilters and it was developed for quilters, but there's so many other ways you can use the system. If you're a fan of machine embroidery, like making our little table topper here, it makes it so quick and easy. You get such a perfect result every single time. We also have project dies. Well, what are some of our project dies we've got, Christina?
Oh gosh, the pin cushion, the stocking.
Yes, oh, here's our pin cushion. Because I'm
Perfect.
here, so we had to have a pin cushion on the set, right?
I feel like all year we've done project dies most of the year so far. Like this is the
We
first
have
quilt
all
we've
those
done.
pennants. We've done pennants for so many different things. The Christmas stockings.
Go Big Bowl Cozy.
Oh, the bowl cozy is great. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really been super popular.
Yes.
So all the dies are really a way to expand your creativity, whether it's for projects, whether it's for crafts. It just really expanded my creativity when I started using the system. So makers and sewers alike are going to have a lot of uses for the system. So once you get all of your squares done, I have to focus here, Christina. Once you get all your squares done, you're going to put it together with sashing and little corner squares that are made from our 1.5-inch strip die. And you know, after my 2.5-inch strip die, I think I use the 1.5 the most.
Oh, yeah.
I use it a lot for sashing in
sure.
projects.
That makes a lot of sense.
I really do. Probably because I use my 6-inch cube a lot, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense.
There you go. Okay, so follow the pattern. It's going to give you all the directions. Ta-da! We're all done. Our top is done. So give it a good pressing. Add your batting, your back, quilted as you desire, add a binding, and your table topper would be an excellent addition to any Easter table. We had to have a pun for Pam, even though she wasn't here, right? Okay, don't forget, today only until midnight Central Time for the AccuQuilt Live family, we have a special offer for you. It saved 25% off your order when you buy a Go die. At checkout, you'll need to use the code SHAPE20, that's SHAPE25, at checkout. I said 20, it's 25.
25, it's even better.
Even better. Don't forget the code. Okay, so Christina, any more about Easter outfits?
No, I'm seeing so many fun comments about people matching and people's moms having that beautiful memory of them making those dresses and shirts for them. It's so sweet.
I love that. I love that. We have another image. This is from Leslie, our event coordinator. She's with her mom and her sisters. Isn't that cute?
So cute. She said if they didn't match, they'd at least coordinate. So they're all in like florals and matching that way.
Oh, cute. Oh my gosh. Isn't that fun? We've
I
got
love
the
that.
best team here. All right, is it time to give us a winner?
Yes, I've got one ready for you.
Okay, Christina's got our winner. Can I get a drum roll?
All right, our winner is Barbara Bridges Kohler.
Barbara, congratulations.
Yay.
Oh, you're going to be making Easter projects. All right, Pam promises to be back from vacation for next week's AccuQuilt Live. So be sure to join her here. It's going to be on Wednesday, and she's going to show you how to make the blocks for our Go Holding Horseshoes quilt to help you get ready for St. Patrick's Day. It's a really fun quilt.
It's so pretty, and I love that it's just like 2 or 3 colors. Like it
And
feels
it's
very
just
modern that way.
bright and cheery
Yes.
and festive. I want to thank the whole live team here with me today, making sure I did what I was supposed to do
You
and
did
that we
great.
got everything included. Christina's here to keep an eye on me. Joe's here to keep an eye on me. The Chelseas are here. Mike is here, of course, keeping me on track. Nick's upstairs. Marissa and Morgan and Leslie are off site. Everybody's here to support us and make sure we get you all the right information. So remember, at AccuQuilt, we want to help you cut time so you can quilt more. See you next week. Bye-bye.